So let us start with our discussion on the introduction to the cost accounting. Before moving into the details of the topic, let us first have a brief recap of what is accounting, etc., which you have already studied in your earlier classes also. But then also we will have a brief recap of what is accounting, etc., what is the functions of accounting use, etc. Okay. So what is the accounting? Accounting or accountancy you have learned. No? So what is the definition of accounting? Basically, in basic term, it is an, you can say, art of recording, classifying, summarizing, okay, and presenting of the information. Presenting of the information. So what is the purpose of accounting? Accounting is what? Recording of information, classifying of information, classification of information, summarizing of information, and presenting the information to the persons. So this is the main purpose of accounting. Okay. So what is accounting? It recording. In recording, what functions will be done? Your journal entries, ledger entries, etc. You can say this is a recording journal. So in your earlier class, you have seen no, journal is the primary book of entry. Whenever any transaction is done, it will be first recorded in the journal. Then there will be classification. You will make the ledger accounts, etc., for each of the accounts after the journal entry is done. Then you will prepare the trial balance. Summarizing will be done. And later on at the advanced stage, there will be preparation of the profit and loss account and balance sheet and cash flow statements and notes to accounts. All this will be coming under the presenting of information. As far as recording is concerned, classifying is concerned, and summarizing is concerned, that will be coming under the bookkeeping. So that's why in the lower class, that is 11th and 12th, you have studied about the journal entries, journal, ledger, and trial balance. So this will come under the bookkeeping, basically you can say. And advanced accountancy will be related to the preparation of the profit and loss account, balance sheet, cash flow statements. Okay, so it will be related to the preparation of the profit and loss account, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. So this is the brief structure of the meaning of accountancy. What is accountancy? Accountancy is the recording. First you will record the transaction, then you will classify the transaction, then you will summarize the transaction, and then you will present the transaction to the concerned persons. So that is the main meaning or definition of, you can say, accountancy or accounting. Now, this basic terms you are already familiar with. Now accountancy, you can term it as, it is classified into the three types. First is the financial accounting, financial accountancy. Financial accountancy. Till now, whatever you have learned, that is, you have learned financial accountancy, that is journal recording, making ledgers, preparing the trial balance, profit and loss account, balance sheet, calculating profit, gross profit, net profit, etc., preparing the balance sheet, etc. All these things you have learned is about financial accountancy. So financial accountancy is basically related with the calculation of profits and dissemination of information to the persons. Next branch of accountancy is cost accounting. Next branch is what? Cost accounting. is our subject which we'll be discussing for semester 3, cost accounting. One more branch is there which is known as management accounting. Okay. So financial accountancy, basically understand, it is for the purpose of your status of the business. That is whether you earn profit or loss, how much assets you are having, what are the liabilities of your business. So all this will be coming under the financial accountancy. That is, you do journal entry, you make ledger, then you prepare trial balance from the ledger, and from the trial balance you prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. So by doing all this activity, you will come to know about the performance and the position of the business in terms of profit or loss. Whether your business has earned profit or suffered loss, that you will come to know by doing financial accountancy. Now, next branch of accountancy is cost accountancy. What is the purpose of cost accountancy? As the name indicates, cost accountancy or costing, you can say, is the accountancy which is used to calculate the cost of your product or services. Okay. So if you are a business, you are having a business or a factory manufacturing unit, you will produce goods in that company. So you will have to calculate the cost of your product. So how you will calculate cost of your product, that you will understand in costing, cost accountancy. And advanced branch of accountancy is management accountancy, which is basically related with the decision making. This is an advanced branch, you can say, because it is basically related with the decision making for the purpose of higher management. Okay. Whether they have to produce the goods or not, that you will get from the management accountancy. Okay, management accountancy will provide the information to the top managements to take decision whether they have to produce these goods or not, whether they have to produce or they have to buy from outside. All this thing you will be studying in management accountancy. So this is basically related with the decision making. Okay, so three branches of accountancy are financial accountancy, which is basically related with the calculation of profit and loss. Then branch which we will be understanding, cost accountancy, is basically related with the calculating costs of a product or services. And management accountancy is basically related with the decision making. Okay, so because as a owner or as a management of any company or organization, they will have to make various decisions on day-to-day basis. Okay, for all that purpose, they will use the management accounting records. Okay, so you can understand management accountancy is for the internal purposes of the business. So in management accounting, they will get various informations for their day-to-day decision making, you can say, whether to continue this business or not. All this thing you will get from the management accounting. Financial accountancy is for the external purpose. Okay, because financial accountancy is a post activity. You do the transaction, then you do the recording. Okay, so this is the post activity, you can say, post transaction. Okay. As far as cost accountancy and management accountancy is concerned, these both are used for decision making. Because unless you know the cost of the product, you cannot calculate the price of the product. Okay, and unless you know the price of the product, you will not be able to calculate profit. So, cost accountancy and management accountancy, these are basically for internal purpose of the business, and financial accountancy record is for the external purpose. Okay. Point of view of limited companies, big companies, you will see the financial accounting statement coming in newspapers. Okay, but you will not get the cost accounting or management accounting records in public. Okay, because these are basically for the internal purpose only. Okay, and financial accountancy is for the external purpose because as a shareholder, they will be interested to know only the profit or loss. They are not interested in decision making. So cost accountancy and management accounting branch is for the purpose of decision making, you can say, internal functioning. And financial accountancy is relevant for the external shareholders, creditors, etc. So this is the brief about what is accounting and what are the different branches of accountancy. Let us understand some concepts of cost. Before moving into the detail of cost accounting, we will have to understand some basic terms. So first we will understand the concepts, some important concept related to the cost. So what is a cost? Cost is the amount of resource given up in exchange for some goods or services. So what is the cost? Cost is the amount of resource given up in exchange for some goods or services. Simply, if you want to understand, you are going to a mobile shop, you are going to a mobile shop to purchase a mobile phone. Okay, so when you will go to the shop, already you will have decided no that this phone I have to purchase. So you go to the shop and tell to the owner of the shop that please give me this mobile, and you will ask the price. No, suppose you will sell this mobile price is rupees 15,000. Okay. Now this 15,000 you will pay to the owner of that shop and you will get the mobile phone. So this 15,000 is the cost. See, now you read this definition. Cost is the amount of resource given up. So which resource you are giving? Money you are giving. Money is the resource. So money you are giving to whom? To the shopkeeper, owner of the shop. For what purpose you are giving? For exchanging it for some goods or services. So by exchanging money, what you are getting? Mobile phone you are getting. So this 15,000 is the cost, but from a point of view of consumer, we will call it as price. Normally, you will not use the term what is the cost of this mobile phone. You will say what is the price of this mobile phone. Okay. From a business point of view, we will use the term cost, but from individual point of view, we will use the term price. Both are same only. So cost is what amount of resource which you are giving, for what purpose you are giving, for some goods or services. So now see, mobile phone is the good which you want to purchase. For that purpose, which resource you are giving? Money. So this 15,000 is the cost. So this is the meaning of cost. Okay. So resource given is the money, you can say, or you can say any other thing which is expressed in monetary units. So cost is what? Cost is the amount of resource which you are giving up. For what purpose you are giving up? For some goods or services. Okay, so in this example, it would have become clear that you are giving up money, which is a resource. For what purpose you are giving? For purchasing the mobile phone. So that is the cost for the mobile phone. But from consumer point of view or individual point of view, term price is more relevant. From a business point of view, cost is relevant. A business firm may be into manufacturing or providing service. Okay, you know there are basically two types of sectors. One is the manufacturing sector and another is the service sector. Be it manufacturing sector or a service sector, they will have to incur expenditure. without incurring expenditure, it is not possible to function as a business unit. For business, various expenditures are required. Okay, depending upon the type of business which you are doing. Okay, so be it a manufacture unit or a service sector, it will involve various expenditure. What are the various expenditure required for running a business? So if you are a manufacturing unit, then you will require materials, labor, and other expenses will also be there. Okay, so a manufacturing organization is interested in ascertaining the cost per unit of the product manufactured. Very important, because every business will be interested in knowing what is the cost of their function. Okay, what is the cost of their product which they are manufacturing. Why? Because without knowing the cost, you cannot determine the price of that product. Okay, and if you will not determine the price of the product properly, you may end up incurring losses. So calculation of cost is a very important element. Every business unit, whether it is a manufacturing unit or a service unit, they will be interested in what? Ascertaining the cost per unit of their product. Okay, suppose a pen manufacturing company is there. So as a manufacturer, owner will be interested to know what is the cost per pen. Okay, suppose by applying various rules, principles, we calculated that his cost per pen is rupees 8. Okay, now he will decide, okay, in this I can earn 2 rupees profit, so I will sell my pen for 10 rupees. Okay, so without knowing the proper cost, you will not be able to determine proper price. So that's why every business unit, manufacturing unit or service unit will be interested in ascertaining the cost per unit of their product. Okay. Similarly, service organization will also be interested in ascertaining the cost of the services. Okay. For example, canteen is there which is providing service. No? So it will also be interested in knowing the cost of its service so that it can properly fix the price of the services which they are providing. Okay. Now it is very important that how you will find out the cost per unit. In simple terms, if we will say, you can find the cost per unit by dividing the total cost by the units produced. Suppose a manufacturer has calculated thus his total cost during the year is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, total expenditure he has incurred for running the business is 10 lakh rupees. And he has produced 1 lakh units of pen. 1 lakh pen he has produced. So what will be the cost per pen? 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh. So per pen cost he will get. So that will be his cost per unit. Understood? So what is cost? Cost is the expenditure incurred by the business, you can say, for purchasing various goods or services. So that is the cost. So it is the amount of resource given for in exchange for something, various goods or services. So that is the cost. From individual point of view, we will use the term price. From business point of view, it is known as cost.